Like you get a sea goat, and you get this metaphor just got lost. June 20th, and Jupiter is starting to go back into Aquarius, and this will not change until late October, when Jupiter goes back and starts to move forward yet again. And then we see the Pisces energy next month and through 2022. Just never forget that critical thought always has a seat at the table, and if it don't at your table, it should. Okay. You know, through the rest of 2022 for the most part, and that's going to be benevolent and blissed out. And that, my friend, is the topic of this video, so let's get into it, because it's about time. Am I right? Am I right? Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to WizdomDropz. Yo, so it's my daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. My name is TONIA, and today we are discussing the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in the sign of Pisces. I have gotten a couple viewer requests about this, so today we are diving in. This is a prequel to the larger, deeper dive that we will be doing on this very topic. I might just make that a live. Let me know if you want me to make that a live so that you can be there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Okay. So, you know, Jupiter and Pisces, though, why are we so excited now? Why are we so excited in 2022 for 2022? Because the two rulers of Pisces are going to be there. The old school, the original, ruler of Pisces, Jupiter, the magnifier, the amplifier, the wealth, abundant, blissed out, just connected to source. Everything's going to be all right. Bob Marley kind of Jupiter, you know what I'm saying? And jovial, up and away in my wonderful balloon, you know what I'm saying? So Jupiter is in Pisces right now, as y'all know, right? Probably, if you're up on this stuff. Jupiter, who doesn't like Jupiter? Jupiter's like Santa Claus, and we'll have that again in Pisces along with Neptune, the sea nymphs. Shout out to the free North Node South Node workshop going on, interpreting your chart, this coming Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Central Time. It'll be live, interactive, super fun. Link to register down below. Amazing. And with that said, Jupiter is not long in Pisces. And why is everybody so excited that Jupiter is in Pisces? Because Jupiter is the ancient ruler of Pisces, of course. Neptune wasn't even a planet used at the time in astrology. You know what I'm saying? Neptune, the angels and the guide, when we originated our astrological system over 4,000 years ago. So moving right along, the fact that Jupiter is now retrograding, that means reversing, right? Back into the sign before it, that is Aquarius, is indicative of the fact that we will be experiencing Jupiter energy differently. We will not be feeling the same bliss vibes. We'll be feeling a different vibe. We'll be feeling that vibe that we had in 2020 of Jupiter and Aquarius, really expanding our consciousness of the social systems, constructs, and structures that we participate in as a collective. That, my friend, is Aquarius, okay? Now that it's retrograde, this is the last dip back into the sign of Aquarius for 12 years. And this happens, in fact, late June 20th, 2021, 2 days before Mercury retrograde actually ends. Bum, bum, bum. Is it poetry? It's totally poetry, because Jupiter and Mercury are the two planetary rulers of the nodal axis at this point in time. Now, with that said, Jupiter rules Pisces, and it also rules Sag, right? That's where the South Node currently is, in case you need to know. And Jupiter is important because it rules our faith, our belief systems, our connection to spirit, our connection to source, our belief that everything is going to work out, our belief in a higher power, our belief in the abundance of the universe and of our lives and what's available to us. So when we see Jupiter in Pisces, it's like, great, right? Everybody has a better outlook. We feel more abundant. And because we have more of that, we give more of that, and it goes around, comes around, in the best possible sense. But at the same time, Jupiter is not going to be there for long, my friends. It's all this sort of like escapist oceanic water energy that can go south real quick if you're not grounded, or if you don't know how to differentiate between what is facade and what is in fact true divine spiritual quality. And this is where I want to get you into the warnings. When you see over the next month, and when you see again at the end of the year, okay, and through 2022, this is the warnings. Alert, alert, people. Jupiter and Pisces, is amplifying everything in Pisces. And because Neptune is also there, the Neptunian energies, the benevolent and the malevolent potentials, because everything is a high and low vibration. Thoth spoke of this in the Emerald Tablets, right? then you got to watch out, because the nature of Neptune, for better or worse, is also amplified. So you're going to have the most benevolent, exciting, beautiful, angelic, organic, just divine intervention. Like, you didn't have to do anything. You just sit and just do what you need to do with your life, and everything just kind of works out magical. But you know what I'm saying? You get a and so you get a donut and you get a cake. No, it's not working. I'm gonna give up. But you know, the idea is that there's enough to give, right? And at the same time that all that good juicy stuff is manifested, and you have more abundance, you have more spiritual wealth, you have more economic wealth, you have more inside of your soul to give others outside of your soul, with your soul, right? That's that Jupiter and Pisces vibe. As much as that can be amplifying the Neptunian quality of empathy and compassion and sympathy and alignment with a higher force, right? As much as that can happen, at the same time, you can also have an amplification of the illusionary, dangerous energies of Neptune. And this is where you get into things like alcoholism or substance abuse, or just like liquid substances in particular that alter one's consciousness, right? This is where you just want to be like really careful about how much you choose to engage with that, or anything mind altering that's like really going to take you on a trippy trip. If the vibe is right, the vibe is right. And ashe, so let it be, you know, have a fun time, be safe, you know what I'm trying to say? And at the same time, if you know inside there's a little feeling that says, maybe I shouldn't do that, maybe I shouldn't go wasted and then go swimming in the ocean, please don't do that. Just don't do that. It's not going to be good under Venus Neptune conjunction and Pisces, because I mean, it could be good. You might find you get saved by some really benevolent like being, and it's this really trippy experience. But it can also lead to people having more imbalances related to emotional anxiety and not knowing how to cope with it, because our society, everybody, and yes, I'm talking fast because I'm passionate. Are you new here or something? You don't understand I do that? Now, our society, we got to break this down for a second. Our society is and is not ready for the Jupiter Neptune conjunction. And what do I mean by that? Our society is 100% ready, in that we are primed with more empathy for each other, more sympathy for each other than we've probably seen in the recent, I guess you could argue 4 decades of society. I mean, you could definitely argue since the 80s, since we saw the introduction of neoliberalism, and just, you know, my inner Marxist just wants to go and just break it down. But you know what I'm saying? The 80s was the time where we saw a big shift from this more 60s, 70s consciousness. And now again, we have this opportunity through the Venus Neptune conjunction in Pisces to get in tune with what we as a society have been called to, and in many ways living up to, right? Embody more empathy for each other, embody more compassion for our fellow humans and all the sentient life that finds itself on this planet. And that is the beautiful aspect, the benevolent aspect, the compassionate aspect that is available to all of us. And again, the emotional, spiritual wealth is translated into physical, monetary wealth, because Jupiter rules that, baby. And if Jupiter is healthy, guess what? Your coin is healthy. So 2022 is a better year by many standards. And at the same time, watch out for the illusionaries. Anybody trying to tell you they have all the answers does not, in fact, know all the answers. Run away. If people try to tell you they know everything, those are dangerous people, because those are people who are delusional and they're trying to take you along for a trip. So don't be acting like, you know, that's the right way to take, is follow the guru. Sometimes gurus are full of it. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to watch out. You just got to watch out, use your discernment. And at the same time that you're watching out, don't close yourself off to the beauty that's genuinely available at this time. Don't close yourself off. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Let life unfold. Let your angels be present. Pray with your guides, engage with your guides. The rest of this time, for the next month, y'all, is an amazing time to get in tune with your guides, your spirit guides. Get in tune with them, develop your relationship with them. And then in the end of 2021, in October, when we start to see more of this Piscean energy, right, again, this is going to be, a really powerful, in 2022, that whole year is going to be really powerful for you and your spirit guide connection, the connection you have with your guides on the other side. So just try. My advice would be like, allow time to unfold and show you, the trueness of those people's intentions. And also use your discernment when you have a feeling within. Always lean into it, and always explore that a little bit. It doesn't mean you have to put all your coins in that. You don't have to put all your stake in that. You know what I'm saying? All your stock. You don't have to put all your stock in that, like anxiety or that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because Neptune can sometimes just make you trip out a little extra. You don't need to get caught in that. I'm just telling you, the ethers are going to be thinned. You know what I'm saying? They are right now, and they'll be even more so in 2022. And so you'll be feeling the energy. You'll be feeling you know, the expression of spirit everywhere you go, and in many different ways. It'll be mirrored back to you and it'll be beautiful. So you'll be getting downloads from guides as well, y'all. If you don't know that, you should know that. Listen to the messages that your spirit guides are sending you. Listen to your ancestors, do your rituals. It's a great time to do that. The next month, all the time is a great time to do that, you know what I'm saying? But the next month and through 2022, it's a great time to do that, because Jupiter and Neptune and Pisces is literally where it's at for spiritual development. Jupiter and Neptune and Pisces is the epitome of like spiritual development in many ways. So yeah, you know, it's going to allow us all to level up. No matter where we're at, we're leveling up, no matter where you're at when it comes to Jupiter and Neptune. Unless, you know, you choose to get caught into the substances and the escapism and the things that are unhealthy, that you know you shouldn't be doing at that level, maybe. You know, then you're going to go south real quick. So it's somewhat of a polarizing energy, but it's more of a pleasant energy. And it's just a danger of getting a little too excessive in the pleasantries or excessive in the ideal. And the main danger, I think, that we can just boil it down to, right, is idealism. When you put something or somebody up on a pedestal so high that you fail to see what critical thought reveals, that, my friend, is a dangerous situation. So never, you know what I'm saying, over the any period of life, but especially the next month and through 2022, just never forget that critical thought always has a seat at the table. And if it don't at your table, it should. Okay. I think that's a good way of putting that. So thank you so much for all your love, your support, the likes. Everybody who hits the like video, smashing the like button, smashing the subscribe button, smashing the bell notification. We just got like a growing community up in here. We're about to hit 700, you understand? So I'm pretty excited. And before you know it, we'll be at 1K and beyond. Up and away in my wonderful balloon. You know what I'm saying? No, you know, that's okay. Don't worry about it. With that said, through next time, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.